Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life here with Ryan and Hunter. I'm Briggs. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday as we get a little bit closer to the weekend. You guys, I'm feeling a little bit like a walking billboard today. I've got my Northern News Now polo on today.
Reppin'.
Yep, and this retro KBJR 6 Northern News Now mug.
Whoa! Wow!
There you go.
That's from like the late 90s, early 2000s, something like that.
I found it in our break room and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. And our old slogan, ignore it, it's got a little stain on it.
In touch.
From my coffee, in touch.
In touch.
In touch.
We are in touch.
Which we are. Yeah, so I thought that was fun. But I sometimes feel kind of silly whenever I realize I'm wearing clothes from like the same brand, like maybe a shirt from one brand on top and the pants end up being from the same brand. I'm like, geez, I look like I work there or something. Yeah, like I was, so today I do actually work here though.
Technically you're sponsored.
Okay.
Do you have Northern News Now pants?
No, but we should add that to the store. A little sweatpant variety, and maybe some wind pants.
Like some, what's the pajama pant called? The Zubas.
Those are the comfiest.
A bunch of Northern News Now logos on our Zubas, Northern Life logos.
I can't think of anything cooler.
I'd be wearing those for live shows.
I once, a viewer came up to me one time, and they handed me a memorabilia piece from early days of the station.
Really?
It was a baseball glove with KBJR 6 on the baseball glove. I still have it somewhere, but it was like the coolest thing. So I had to ask the people upstairs. I think it was from the late 90s or something like that. So if you have any memorabilia, send it our way. Send us a picture at least.
We'll start a little museum in our lobby or something.
There we go.
Our little ledges over there.
I like that. Well, coming up on today's show, even though it's not Friday technically, we have our usual top 5 lists to rattle off with you all. Today, that's happening today because we are talking about the best free things in life. And so anything that does not cost anything, that's a free means.
Northern Life? Free?
Yeah,
that's
Northern
true.
Life's free?
That's true.
Yeah,
As of right now.
As of right now. Oh, hey, subscription service incoming. Also today, my good friend and fellow castmate Allison Enderle is going to join us here in studio as we'll be talking about our 9 to 5 musical, which opens tomorrow night at the North Shore Theater in downtown Duluth. And so a little sneak peek, a little first pick of me in the old
Is that
Auburn.
you there?
Yeah.
Is that your suit?
That's my suit. I got three-piece suit.
Oh, that's really cool.
Looking pretty good. Looking kind of hot. I don't mean to pump my own tires, but it's a good-looking suit. So Peg in the costume shop did a fantastic job.
Nice. Cool. We're excited to see it at some point. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. I've been performing for quite some time, you too. Mostly doing choir in the earlier parts of my life, doing more theater in high school and college. But I found this video the other day on YouTube, and I think everybody deserves to maybe get a kick out of it. So Seth.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
Oh my gosh. Okay, first off, you sound amazing.
You do.
You sound amazing.
Oh.
For a second, what was this for?
So this was 14 years ago at my junior high during our choir concert. I was singing Aladdin, so you know Aladdin rap is the best. So I was informed that was my older sister's vest, so I borrowed it from her.
Sister's vest.
So,
I was wondering if the red cast was just like a sleeve, an Aladdin sleeve of some kind, but I see your arm was broken.
I legitimately broke my wrist playing basketball.
It wasn't a magic carpet accident or anything?
It wasn't a magic carpet cast or anything.
What grade you were? Why is your voice so deep, too?
Yeah.
That was 14 years ago. So when I was 14 years old, so probably like 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
8th grade or
That
something.
makes sense.
That's
That makes
so
sense.
funny.
Yeah, you know.
You had to get up in front of your whole school like shirtless or what? With that would have been traumatizing.
I still is. So when I saw that video, I was like, I need to get over this. So that's why I'm showing it to you all now.
Wow.
But yeah,
good thing you have the 3-piece full suit to wear during your show coming up.
Thank goodness. Yeah, I needed that back in the day. But it was quite the moment remembering that. So I wanted to share that with you all.
Yeah, well, cool to see. You know, you've had the love of theater and performance for a long time.
Yep. So I'll be wearing a lot more clothes probably as we go forward with performances.
Sheesh, probably. He says
Probably.
Most likely.
Yeah.
With all the heat we've seen so far this week, our amazing office manager Jen went out and bought freezer pops for the building. And it begs the question, when you were growing up, or maybe even still today, what is your favorite flavor of Freezy Pop? That's a good question.
What do you guys think?
I like grape. I'm a big grape freezer pop guy. The blue one, also good. I don't know if that's like a blue raspberry, but it's the shocking blue one.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say the same thing. Grape, I think, is my favorite of all time. And with like the ices, you don't like let them freeze. You
the
let
gas
them get a
station
little.
ones?
Those ones. Or you can
Oh.
buy like the big ices that you just throw in your own freezer,
Yeah.
and you don't let them freeze. You just drink the juice. It's super. It's really
The
good.
sugar water.
I'm like a hummingbird.
But you do kind of, I see what you, maybe not like melted the hummingbird, not melted all the way,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
a little melt on it so that we have the ice, but the liquid with it.
Like margaritas.
Sure. Yeah,
A
sure.
Kitterita.
Kitterita, there we go.
Yeah.
I personally like the lime ones. I don't
The
know if there
green
was
ones?
lime in the box. I didn't
Yeah, yeah.
notice, but
Yeah.
anything lime, my favorite.
Gonna have to get one after the show.
Are
They're
there
probably
extras?
there's a handful in there.
Oh, really?
I haven't had them yet, so we should go over there after the show.
Yeah.
Ben's on the case. I just saw him walk out.
Thanks, Ben. Appreciate you. All right. Well, hey, to our north, you'll soon have the chance to take part in not a freezer pop festival, but rather the Gunflint Trail's biggest blueberry contest. And blueberries in the area just beginning to ripen and tend to peak around late July, early August. So here's how you can enter. You can head up to the Gunflint Trail between July 19th and August 11th and go hunting for wild blueberries. You're supposed to pick the largest one you can find and head to official weight station, which you can find on the Visit Cook County page. And blueberries will be measured by weight and must be picked fresh. And also important rule here, not store-bought.
Not store
That is good. Go hunting for blueberries in the grocery store aisle.
Yeah,
That's what we do on a daily basis. You know, you want to find the ones that have the nicest blueberries. So
That's
it
true.
really makes sense.
The most antioxidants. That's a good goal to have.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of blueberry things around the Northland. You
Yeah.
got, is it Iron River, and then Ely has a blueberry
Yes.
fest, and now I didn't know this existed, so didn't know we were so rich in blueberries. That's amazing.
Yeah, so get your camo on, get your license,
Get
and
licensed up.
go hunting.
Blueberry lessons, yeah.
Go hunting for some good old-fashioned blueberries.
Oh, sounds like a lot
Well,
of
hey,
fun.
yeah, coming up after the break, I believe we're talking about the 9 to 5 musical. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. Coming up tomorrow, 9 to 5 the musical hits the stage at the North Shore Theater here in downtown Duluth, and I'm excited to be part of that amazing cast. And here with me today is my dear friend, fellow castmate, and former college classmate, Allison Enderle. How are you doing, Allison?
I'm doing really well, Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're excited to talk about the show, but first, since we are former college classmates, still friends,
Yes.
I wanted to give people a glimpse as to what we looked like about, 8 years ago now?
my gosh,
8 years or
look.
so, 2016.
And you still have that orange polo, don't you?
I think I have the orange polo somewhere back. I have less hair than I did back then.
That's okay.
But that was a fantastic cast for One River,
Oh,
a
gosh,
fantastic
yes.
show that we did. And we're doing even more theater 8 years later. You're certainly doing a lot of theater. So what have you
Yes.
been doing lately at the North Shore first?
Yeah, lately, well, so I'm in 9 to 5 right now, as you know, 'cause we see each other every day.
Exactly right.
It's been wonderful. Right before 9 to 5, I was in Peter and the Starcatcher, directed by Philip Fazio. Great cast with that. Before that, I was in Constellations through The Lab, which is a new black box theater that the Playhouse has opened up this season. And before that, my first show of the 2024 year was Pride and Prejudice at Zeitgeist, who is also back with their first season in a while.
And so it's a lot of exciting theater things going on.
Mm-hmm.
I know I could probably talk about 9 to 5, but you're here. You can help me talk about 9 to 5.
Certainly.
It seems like, obviously I know, it doesn't seem like I'm in the show with you. But 9 to 5 has all sorts of great music, all sorts of great dancing. What can people expect when they come see the show?
Yeah, so that's such a great question. So I think what people do expect when they go see 9 to 5 is, it's a Dolly Parton jukebox musical. So I'm going to see a lot of like Dolly Parton music that I know. Really, the only old Dolly Parton song we have in the show is the titular song 9 to 5.
Right.
But all the music is original Dolly Parton music, and it's written by Dolly Parton. So she wrote music for the musical stage, and it's just, her lyrics are unparalleled, her chord structure is beautiful. Like, she just has some great new music in this show. So I think that's what people can expect. Obviously, if you've seen the movie, you know it's very campy, it's very humorous, but also it has quite a potent message. So it's a very interesting blend in tones that way. So you can expect that. A lot of humor, but a lot of real topics.
We're very lucky because there are a lot of talented people in this cast. A lot of people are such fantastic actors and actresses, singers, dancers. I mean, I'm glad I'm not doing a whole lot of dancing because I need to be doing 4 hours of stretching every night to do some of those moves.
Amen.
But why do you keep doing theater? I know we did it in college. It was a lot of fun, but why do
Yeah.
you continue to do it here in Duluth?
Oh yeah, and here in Duluth especially. Well, so that is my degree. My degree is in musical theater performance. So when I went to school, it was my goal and my dream to do it professionally and maintain doing it professionally. I feel like year by year, the last few years, I felt so fortunate that I can live in Duluth, Minnesota, and get paid to do art and make tell these stories that I feel like are important to tell. I do feel like regional, like local community or local professional theater or regional theater is the future of theater in America. So it's just such a blessing to be in a city that I love so much, that I feel like raised me and took care of me, and then I can present my art and like do some storytelling with some other fantastic people, whether that's, you know, people from the community themselves or people from out of town. So.
And I think you've also, haven't you done teaching with the Duluth Playhouse too for like their summer camps? I think that's another thing too that our city does really well, is that it raises kind of the next generation of people who will be taking the North Shore stage.
Yeah, and even people who, you know, might not be pursuing it professionally, but people who pursue theater recreationally, and that's still really important. It's to, you know, theater can provide you with so much empathy and understanding of who you are as a person and who other people are. So it can be it's a very foundational thing to be doing when you're a kid, and just to be with kids and watch them and play and
I mean, I grew up playing sports and, you know, mostly did choir. And then when I found theater, my mom made me do theater or soccer, and so I picked theater.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I got concussions playing football. But one of the things that maybe has helped my life the most is, in fact, doing theater, because it's a form of expression, and it's a medium for you to you know, forget about the rest of the day. Or would you feel similar in that aspect?
I do. I feel like being in plays, and also it's being in plays and reading novels. I think those are the two quickest ways for you to gain empathy or understanding for someone else's point of view, which I think is very, very, very important in life, but especially nowadays. And it's unparalleled. It's
We're very lucky.
Yes,
We're very
certainly.
lucky. So 9 to 5, it's coming up. We're super excited to do it. So I got to play a guy named Joe, accountant. You might have a love interest. It's not Allison, so but it's Jen Burley-Benz, who's in our show, who is a fantastic actress. Excited to see her performance. And then who is your character? You're playing Judy.
I play Judy Burnley, so that's the Jane Fonda character in the movie. So Judy Burnley comes new to the company. She's kind of the fresh eyes into the space, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
You kind of watch her go through her journey through the show.
Yeah, so big shout out to the Duluth Playhouse for putting on this show. Fantastic actress here in Allison Enderle. I'm so excited to be part of this group. It just feels good to be like back on the stage. I know it's been 2 years for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy to be back doing it. You can find that show, 9 to 5, the musical. We open tomorrow on Friday. It's going to be July 12th through the 28th at the North Shore Theater here in Duluth. You can find tickets at the DuluthPlayhouse.org. Thank you for being here, Allison.
Thanks
and we'll
for
be
having
right
me.
back after the break.
Okay,
Ready?
we're back, everybody, and executive producer Ben has brought us our Freezy Pops.
There they are. Thank you very much.
Careful, safety's first.
Ben, you're the best. Whoa! It's like Christmas. It's like
And he
Christmas.
even brought us all our favorite flavors.
Thanks, Ben. What a guy.
These are delicious.
All right. What are we supposed to be doing on this
Treat.
blog?
I think we're talking about our top 5 favorite things that are free.
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. I got grape all over the.
I don't wanna do this
grape all
anymore.
over the
I think
desk.
Hunter's starting with his list.
Oh, should I stop eating this?
Yeah, sorry, Hunter.
Yeah, we're talking about top 5 favorite free things. First off, this might be number 1 right now because it's free, but it's super good. Number 1, definitely love and family. I mean, that, you know, emotions. It's cool to have emotions.
I love you.
Oh, that was sweet. I love you too, my friend. Number 2 is the great outdoors. I love lakes and water. I was trying to think of many other things. Number 2 is also Ryan.
Things that are free, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hang out with me.
Exactly. Number 3, naps. You don't appreciate them when you're younger, and now
true.
you don't have time for naps anymore. So
Yeah.
you gotta
That's a
take some
good
naps.
one.
Gotta take some naps.
Some music, not all music is free, but definitely some of it is free. I like the free stuff. It's always very good.
Like a LimeWire, the illegal.
A Northwoods Band show.
Napster, yeah, exactly. A Northwoods Band show. But like bars, you know, you can go into bars. Of course, you probably should buy something in the bar, but
True.
the band themselves usually are free to go and enjoy some music. But
Yeah.
number 5, also in the same vein, YouTube. I love
Yep.
YouTube so much.
YouTube is great.
Watch it
Very
every
good
single
Yeah.
day.
Hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're almost at 300 subscribers.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well,
That's
let's
almost
go.
one subscriber per day that we've been on the air because
Wow.
it's almost been 365 days.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers!
Yeah,
Let's
much
do
love.
that.
We love you. Yeah.
I think I'm next.
I think I'm next,
My
Grace.
first one, sunshine. Can't get enough of it. Love sunshine. Makes you happy. Number 2, local TV news. As long as you've got that antenna, it's free. We put on a good service for people. I would say.
Yeah!
Informative
The
news.
antenna's like $10 too. It's not very
Absolutely.
expensive.
No, not very expensive. So it's basically free.
Yeah.
Number 3, the Lake Walk here in Duluth. A great place to get out and do something exciting, but also doesn't cost any money. Number 4, going for a run. Nothing like the feeling afterwards from that. Makes you feel so good.
What's the feeling like?
I never understood that. Yeah, what is that feeling?
I've never been on a
Is it
run
similar?
before.
Is it similar to the feeling after eating one of these?
Very similar.
Same sugar high?
Absolutely. Number 5, this one's going to be really nerdy, but Google Docs.
Whoa. I agree.
I organize myself quite a bit on Google
Yeah.
Docs, personally and at work. So
Yeah. Well, Google Docs is awesome because it just kind of just saves it for you and you can access
Yeah.
it wherever.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Good
Bunch
stuff.
of nerds.
Yeah.
Good candy, by the way.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's get to my top 5. Number 1, if anybody's met me in person, I love sarcasm. I have such a fun time using sarcasm
Yeah.
in daily conversations. Big number 1, always free. Number 2, a crisp fall breeze. My golly, if you're just standing in a park, walking through a park, standing on a sidewalk, I don't know, wherever you are in the fall, but that crisp breeze hits you, you go, okay, I'm where I'm meant to be.
That sounds really good
You're
today,
living.
too.
It sounds pretty darn good today because
Yeah.
we have not had a crisp fall breeze in quite some time. Number 3, Sunday NFL games, like Briggs was talking about. Maybe watch your Sunday games on the antenna and then tune in to our local news at 6 and 10.
Hey, there
Absolutely.
we go.
Kind of a bit of a plug for the Northern News Now team. Number 4, looking at Lake Superior, certainly free. Don't have to pay for that unless you
Free looks.
use the quarter thing you put into the Zoom, the binoculars type thing.
that's
Not true.
That would cost money.
That's
And then number 5, terrible dad jokes. I love saying terrible.
Do you have one on the
jokes.
spot right now?
We
got
only
10
have 10 seconds until break.
We'll
so.
think of one during the
Saved
break.
by the bell.
Saved by the bell. But hey, after the break, we're going to be talking about some exciting things for tomorrow's show here at the Northern News Now station. Welcome back, everybody. Our executive producer, Ben, not only gives us Freezy Pops, he gives us dad jokes, and he says, what do you call a sleeping bull?
What?
A bulldozer.
Oh, it's good.
It's pretty good. All right. Part of your
Round of applause.
top 5. That was free, too. No one had to pay.
No.
Might not come back tomorrow, but that was free today.
We're going to pay in other ways. I don't know how it's going to be.
We're gonna pay.
Oh, my God.
Coming out of our pay.
Yeah, right? Oh, boy. Before we go, we're getting our first look at what Team USA Gymnastics and the gymnasts will be wearing to the Olympics in Paris this year. The 8 Olympic leotards for the women's team were unveiled Wednesday. The leotards design team said that they were inspired by the high fashion and art, paying homage to Paris while also staying true to the stars and stripes. So look at that. It looks pretty darn cool.
Those look great.
Those are radical.
Homage to Paris.
Patriotic.
Oh.
Yeah, that was very good.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
And coming up tomorrow, we're going to be going live from Superior for our next stop in our Your Town Summer Series. You can find the team live for Northern Life, including our noon show. We got our 4 o'clock, our 5 o'clock, and our 6 o'clock shows all live as we're going to be broadcasting from Barker's Island, a beautiful spot over there, and it should be just a ton of fun. We've got a lot of cool stories to share, from a trip around the Gondik Speedway to a little dragon boat racing.
Yeah,
A lot
And
of
I'd
fun.
love to set up a new meet and greet too for the folks over there.
There we go.
Wait and see.
It'll be fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern